Good morning, welcome back to a new vlog. Today's slightly different, as you can tell. I'm testing butter today. So, I usually do buy Lurpak. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a little bit of a snob, but I love the taste of Lurpak. But you know, this day and age now, it is getting quite expensive. And I have actually seen a lot of the alternatives on the shelves. But I keep wondering, well, is it any good though? Do I pay £2 less just to get it cheaper and then it's not as good as Lurpak? So I asked actually you lot, all my viewers, tell me a good substitute to Lurpak. Just out the blue, I thought I'd give it a go. And by heavens, the comment section went up in the air. So by the end of it, I was so kerfuffled with it all, boggled or whatever, I didn't know which one to buy. I really didn't. So because everyone was saying this one's good, this one's good, that one's good. That one would have like loads of hearts, but then that one would have loads of hearts, which meant then other people agreed with them. So I thought, you know what? Let's just buy every single one that I can get my hands on. So today, testing out Lurpak. We'll start with the Lurpak. I've just made a couple of slices of toast. I think this might be a bit too much actually, because I'm only going to do little sections. Lightly toasted. Who loves cold butter on cold toast? Cold toast, proper cold. Me. Who loves burnt toast? Me. But I haven't done it burnt today. So today, yes. So I have 4 other, what's the word? Substitutes. That's the word I'm looking for. Substitutes. And we're going to run through the prices, etc. like that. So we're going to start with this one. This is a Tesco's butter pack. So, I mean, it still looks kind of similar, doesn't it? It's not the mostly looking one that looks like Lurpak, but it's called butter pack. So I thought I'm going to try that. The next one is Nordpak. So this one is from the Tesco's one is £2.9. The Lurpak is £3.75, but that's just a small tub. So there we go. So you're talking already quite a bit of saving there, aren't you? Especially, you know, if you're buying it on a weekly basis. So anyway, the next one is Aldi Nordpak, £2.9 as well. I found a lot of these were £2.9. It's almost like the shops are competing against one another. Lidl, this is a Dane pack, £2.9. Looks quite similar to Lurpak, doesn't it, you know? So does the Nordpak. I quite like that. The only one that didn't look quite sort of the same was actually from Iceland, but this was £2, and this one's called Dairy Pack. So I couldn't get the opportunity to, the only shops that I feel like I've missed out is Asda's. There isn't an Asda's round here. Morrison's, that's another one, but I did actually get the opportunity to pop into M&S. And when I went to the section, although it kind of looks similar to Lurpak, it wasn't called something pack, whereas all these are called something pack, butter pack, Dan pack. Did I say Dane pack? That's Dan pack, isn't it? But the M&S one just said sort of lightly salted butter. So I thought, well, if I start doing that, buying like salted butter from every supermarket, I'm going off track then, aren't I? I wanted the substitute to this. I've also had other comments saying, try like Kerrygold and stuff like that. Kerrygold's nice, but I like Lurpak, and it's as simple as that. I wanted a substitute to Lurpak. Somebody else was saying to actually get the blocker butter. That's not feasible for me. I really couldn't have that on my worktop. It's different, you know, if you've got a house and everything like that. But I wouldn't know where to put it. Right, so let's bring you down. We're going to open up the packs, see how spreadable they are. Bear in mind, keeping in the bear in mind of the costs to, you know, which is cheaper and stuff like that. What looks prettier on the outside. And the best of all bit is the taste. So the taste test is going to be it for me. So let's start with Lurpak. Now this is an opened one. Now I do find when you do buy these brand new, they do spread a lot more easier. And you know, you just scoop it off with the knife and it's so delicious. I love Lurpak. So This is actually one that's been opened. It doesn't matter. I know what it tastes like. £3.75 though. So I'm going to try this one first. Oh, that's a bit too much butter. Just so I can remember the taste to what I like. So all these have been in the fridge. I've only just pulled them out and they've all had the same sort of a length of time in the fridge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I love Lurpak. I feel like now I'm not going to be able to beat that. I really do. I've been buying Lurpak, I'd say, for the last 15 years, literally. So, right, so let's move on then to Lidl. Let's try a Lidl. Oh, that's unusual. Now with Lurpak, you do, once you open this, you do get like a silver foil on top, which I like. It's a bit of a pain, but it's that satisfaction of peeling it off and then getting your knife and scraping it off, and you're the first one to use it, right? But Lidl, they haven't got that. No, they haven't got that at all. Let's check the colours on these as well. Let's see, like, okay, that's a lot more, quite a bit more paler, I would say. That's the Dane pack. Which one am I doing here? Lidl, isn't it? This is Lidl. So anyway, let's give Lidl a try. Let's bring you down slightly. Right, so let's try a Lidl one. I'm not going to be too fussy and swap knives and contamination and all that. I'll just give it a swipe off and it'll be fine. Right, let's see how this spreads. Okay, nice and spreadable. You can get it on your knife. Yeah, seems good to me so far. Let's give this a try on a little bit. I keep doing too much now, don't I? I'm going to put a bit of that back. This butter is going to last me a month for Sundays. I won't be discarding of any of this, even if I favoritism one over the other or whatever. All this butter is going to be used. Right, I should have had a cup of tea with this. I just threw it down the sink. Okay. It's got that, it's like a fake, what is it called? I need to taste that one again. Yeah, that one's got like, you know, like the fake fat aftertaste. It's got that. But could I eat it? Definitely, most definitely. But there is a margarine-y taste. I think that's where I'm going with that. Towards the end, it's like an aftertaste. But that ain't bad. Actually, that ain't bad. So we're going to put a little one there at the minute, because that's our number one at the minute, isn't it? Where can I put that? I'll just leave it there. Yeah, that's actually quite good. Right, let's scrape the knife. Right, let's go to Aldi, because it's usually Lidl and Aldi that are sort of quite more competitive, isn't it? So if you compare the boxes, I would say these two were the two boxes that looked very more like the Lurpak, especially this Nord pack. I kept calling it Nord pack, and I realised it's actually got a D in it as well. And that's Dan pack, not Dane pack. So this is Aldi, £2.9. Once again, there's no foil on it, and also it looks really sort of different inside. That looks really sort of orangey. That look now to me looks a bit margarine-y. Yeah, that's now starting to look maybe a bit more margarine-y to me. Could be wrong. Let's give it a taste. Let's test the spread's all right, doesn't it? Yep, spread's all right. You know, margarine is a total different taste. I'm not keen on margarine, if I'm honest. I've had it in the past. We've all had it. But if I had a choice, it has that, I want to say this fatty, it's like a fake fat aftertaste. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I know what I mean in my head. Right, so that spreads nice and easy as well. Let's give this one a go. Okay. I thought this was going to be more the margarine-y one. But you know what? Looks are deceiving, actually. Looks are deceiving. But I'm going to be totally honest now. I'm still swaying towards the Lidl one at the minute, the Dan pack one. So, yeah, I'm going to put this in order. Dan pack for me so far, and then the Aldi one. Very nice, very nice. I'd say it's bland, if anything. It's bland. But maybe that's better than tasting a load of like margarine-y fat, if you know what I mean by that. Right, so let's move on to the next one. So this is now Tesco's own brand. Tubs are, I don't know. This one's called Butter Pack, £2.9. The outside case isn't that exciting, is it? You know, Lurpak does always look nice with the shiny silver on it, you know. That looks a bit like, I don't know, it's plain and boring for me. I quite still like that one. I think that's probably one of my favourite containers out of them all, is the Nordpak. Right, so let's give this a go. Again, no foil. That's very straight. You know, it's not foil, you know what I mean? Where they have like a bit of grease-proof paper on the top. And once again now, this looks like the Nordpak, the way it's sort of dumped into, it looks very similar actually. Oh, electric's just gone. Let me just sort the electric out. I'm just sniffing this. This Tesco's one smells very margarine-y. I forgot I should have been smelling these. This one now smells really margarine-y, if you know what I mean by that. Not smelling it on the Nordpak. And I can't really smell it on the Dan pack. Right, I need to sort the electric out. Sorry about this. Right, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. I've got like, I forget what it's called. Condenser on. It's not a condenser. What is it? Dehumidifier on. And charging a massive sort of battery pack thing. Anyway, despite that, we're not talking about that. Right, let's scrape my knife. Yeah, so this one smells very margarine-y. Very. Yeah, it smells like you're about to bake some cakes and mix sugar with it. That kind of smell, you know. See how that spreads? Perfect, yeah. I'm not showing you how well it spreads, am I? Come on, Mazzy, get to grips. Right, let's put a little bit of that on a bit of toast. Oh, I haven't got a new bit of toast. Let's just rip a bit off. It's all getting kind of contaminated down here. I keep putting way too much on. Right, scrape that off. Let's give this one a go. Don't get me wrong, I'd eat it. No. I'd eat it. You know, if that was the only thing in the house, I'd eat it. That is very margarine-y to me. I'm not gone on that margarine-y taste. That's why I think 15 years ago I went over to the Lurpak, because it was in a tub like a margarine. The margarines were better in them days. You could buy Utterly Butterly and stuff and they'd spread. And then they came out with this, which was like butter in a tub, which was fantastic. Now, I would ask you, would you like to try some? But Dan doesn't actually like butter.
It's disgusting.
He likes it he will eat it if it's melted in on a bit of toast, but very rare.
There's a big price difference, isn't there?
Well, they're all £2.9 except for Iceland's. That's £2.
Yeah, but I mean between them and Lurpak, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No more Lurpak.
Well, it's getting to the Aldi and the Lidl. Now, that is a problem usually for me and Dan, but if I have to go out my way, I'll go out my way. Yes, so far, I'm actually pretty shocked about Tesco's. Don't get me wrong, I'd eat it. I'm not saying it's disgusting and I can't eat that, you know, but it's very margarine-y. Yeah, so where was I going with that? Yeah, going back like, I don't know, 15 years ago, what I remember, you know, you buy like Utterly Butterly in a tub, and it weren't really butter, was it? It was all like margarine, but it was spreadable, better than buying the blocks that got really hard in your fridge, which I found impossible to spread when you're doing a bit of toast. So that's why then I've always stuck with Lurpak. I just loved it. It spreaded properly and it tasted like butter. Right, anyway, moving on. So I'm a little bit shocked by these results so far. So far, number 1 is still Lidl. Number 2 is Aldi. Close second. And number 3 is Tesco's. Right, let's move on to Iceland. I'll be honest, I didn't even think Iceland now was going to have like a substitute. This is the one pack that doesn't look anything sort of resembles it, but it's called Dairy Pack. So I'm guessing it's trying to be made with real butter. Irish butter, lovely, I love Irish butter. Is this Irish butter? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's the least looking pack. They're all the same size, I think. That's 500 grams, 500... 500, 500. Oh, so all the cheapy shops, the cheapy ones, are all 500 grams, but the Lurpak is actually only 400 grams. So that's even a difference that you have to take into consideration as well. Right, let's peel the lid off. This is Iceland. £2. This is the cheapest one. Oh, it's a bit... Oh, okay, that's a bit... Yay! Well done, Iceland! Now, you know now that that's fresh and no one could have taken that off the shelf, scooped their finger in it, spat in it and popped the lid back on. I like that. Now, I know that sounds disgusting what I've just said, but it could happen, couldn't it? But you know with this, you know you're safe. You're safe. I'm funny with other people's germs. Well done, Iceland. I'm well impressed with that. And it's Irish butter as well. Let's peel it off. Yeah, the satisfaction. And do you know what? It actually looks like the best one inside as well. Let me give it a smell. I'm not smelling margarine-y. Let me compare it with the Lurpak again. Yeah, I can definitely smell the Lurpak. Okay, so that's not margarine-y, it's smelling bland, but maybe that's a good thing. So let's see the spreadable. I'll be honest, you know when it came to this one, the Nerd Pack, the Aldi one, I didn't like the way it was kind of, it looked like it'd been sort of pumped by some kind of machine into that. I mean, they all have, I know they have, but I just don't like, I like this because it's all nice and flat. And that's practically how Lurpak comes as well. All nice and kind of flat. But I'm sorry about that. I had to have a quick camera battery change. Right, so let's scrape me knife. Let's get back to then this Iceland one. Very impressed so far, Iceland. Right, let's give it a spread. So it don't smell like margarine or anything. Very spreadable. Very spreadable. It's got a very yellow colour to it though, like margarine. If you compare that to that, that's the Lurpak. It does kind of look margarine-y, but it's not smelling like margarine. So let's break a little bit of toast off of that. Let's give this a go. This is the best way I love eating toast. Cold toast and cold butter on it, because you get to taste the butter, you see. Right. I wouldn't say it tastes like margarine at all. I wouldn't say it tastes... It's quite bland, but I think that's a good thing, because then you're not getting all like the nasty other flavours coming through, you know, like margarine and cheap fat that they put, you know, the margarine fatty. I know I keep saying that word, but I know in my head what I mean. So that's actually quite nice. I think I'm going to give that just one more go, because I need to just kind of remind myself. Very, very surprised. Very surprised on that one. Would I say it tasted like pure butter? No. But it definitely, it tastes clean, if that makes sense. It's, I don't know. And that's how I like my butter, really. So you don't taste that fake margarine-y, fatty rubbish. Right, so let's sum this up because I'm very shocked now with this. So, the first one I tried, oh no, I've forgotten now. The first one I tried was Dan Pack from Lidl, a £2.9. Second one was Aldi. This is in the order that I'm choosing to put this in as well. Oh no, I'm not. No, sorry, no. No, that ain't the order. No, my order, it's going to be definitely Lidl and Iceland together. Definitely. They're both different though. They're both different in their own way. So that's odd as well. But no, definitely Iceland and Lidl together. Number one. Well done, Iceland. And you were the only ones then that had like some kind of protective foil on it. Like that. Number two is going to be the Lurpak Aldi, which I really enjoyed as well, actually. It's a close second. It really is a close second. And last but not least, I'm sorry, Tesco's. That's awful. That's not a Lurpak. It's a good margarine. It's good, like if you're baking cakes or if you like that margarine taste. You know, all our tastes are different. But for me, it's not a Lurpak substitute. They need to change that butter pack to maybe Marge pack. Not for me, sorry, Tesco, so I'm going to place that one there. I mean, top of them all is still always going to be the Lurpak, but would I substitute that now if I had an opportunity? I most definitely would. I absolutely would. That's actually small tub for me. I usually would like to buy the big ones. But, you know, unless if they're on offer and that, you know, they can be quite expensive. £7 odd, can't they? So that's unusual for me to have that size, really. But, yeah, I still love Lurpak. But if I had the opportunity and I was in Lidl or Iceland, would I buy these instead? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even with the Aldi one, I'd even buy that as well. If I couldn't get to Lidl and couldn't get to Iceland, I would definitely then buy the Aldi one as well. Don't bother with the Tesco's. Sorry, Tesco's. But yeah, so that's me done. I've tried them all. I'm actually quite shocked because I didn't think these were actually going to taste anywhere as good as Lurpak. I just didn't. I'm going to be honest, I really just didn't think they were going to taste as good. So that's my final thoughts. Up to Iceland and up to Lidl. Well done, you. And a very, very close second is the Aldi one as well. So well done, all of you guys. Bit more well done to Iceland for having the little foil. That is a touch because, you know, I am a little bit funny when it comes to, you know, you open your butter and you might have a finger or something in it. I don't know. And it just makes it feel fresher, don't it? So that's me summing that up then. That's me testing out all the butters so you don't have to. But yeah, I've enjoyed that. I'm still going to use them all. I've still even used the one that I least liked as well. And they're not going to go to waste. That's going to last me a month for Sundays. So I hope you enjoyed that video. You know, take it for what it is. If you feel like you got the same taste as me, then you should be happy with this order that I've put them into as well. Right, gonna love you and leave ya. Take care. Hope you enjoyed that one today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.